Hello and welcome to DarkMouse's Daily Scroll with your host, DarkMouse.
Me, Thef.
And me, Seka.
Cool. So...
You're in a quick game, I think, this time round.
Yes, I am indeed. I'm forgetting entirely what I need to say next.
Well, I'll say very quickly, we are back from our adventures.
In case you couldn't guess.
Yeah, well, we're here. And for this week only, we are joined by Seka as our special guest on the show, who will hopefully be doing some other episodes of stuff with us through the course of the week.
During this week, we will probably hopefully have a couple of guest episodes where we will have Seka plays Scrolls, Theft plays Scrolls, Anaconda plays Scrolls, Spirit might play Scrolls, or anyone else we can scrounge up. Just to give it a bit of a change around this week.
Someone will play Scrolls.
Someone always plays Scrolls. Cool. So this time around, quick match against Viking Prime, who is an Order player from the looks of things. And...
yeah, that looks like Order.
This...
oh, and Energy.
Yeah, Desert Memorial. That kind of sucks. Nearly everyone I've played against, I've said this in a couple of videos, nearly everyone I've played against is a dual resource type, which is kind of sucky, but never mind. Well, it's only sucky because, you know, it always beats me. But no, tick bombing a 1 toughness memorial is not a good idea because it wastes so much.
So that would be overkill.
Well, it outright destroys it. It's only got 1 toughness.
That's the Imperial Guard approach. There's a walnut here. Pass me my sledgehammer.
Then you get a basilisk. You don't get it to fire on it. You just drop it from orbit. Cool. Yeah. So it looks like that 1 energy has been used on the Dust Runner, which I will immediately Ember Bond. Now, Ember Bond is a brilliant little card because it deals 2 damage to the creature before it attacks. So if it's only got 2 toughness, it's kind of screwed. Unless they do that. I think that was Heritage, which means that when it dies, you draw 2 scrolls. Because Powerbound is the one where you get extra order for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, what have we missed while we've been away? Just put you on the spot completely here.
Not a lot, really. I fed some pets, I've played some scrolls.
Thef, would you like to tell them about the email you sent DarkMouse?
Oh, God.
We might well put that little bit on the end as a little extra.
Oh, really?
After having consumed an entire bag of M&M's, we got a bit hyped up.
Half a Toblerone each.
Half a Toblerone each as well.
Really
Yeah.
bad.
Other chocolates are available.
Jeez.
Yeah, we might have been slightly hyperactive.
Slightly?
Just slightly.
Just slightly.
Jeez.
I think it was the fact I sent it to you so late in the day and I got a slightly scared response back.
I wasn't entirely sure what to think of it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
I have a clock library down. Yay! I finally have one. That's what you missed, actually. Over the last week, Pontus decided to give me a clock library as like a welcome to your new channel
cool.
present thing.
That was good of him.
It was. I think it's a her. The avatar's a her, so I call her a her now.
Fair enough. They're watching this and going, they're both wrong. Just for balance's sake here.
Okay, yeah. So they've got another Dust Runner. Now the Dust Runner is really useful. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it's a cheap 1 resource card, 1 energy resource. It's got an attack of 1 and a defense of 2. That attack of 1 will kill anything with toughness 3 or less. So all you got to do is whittle the big stuff down to 3, let the Dust Runner take a shot, and it's dead, unfortunately. So he's pretty powerful. It's like a sniper type thing. And hopefully the clock library will be able to count down to 0 and get me a load of cards.
Hopefully.
And, ow, desperation. That's going to be painful. So energy and order is actually quite a nasty mix. Mainly because energy is good at removal and good at buffing your stuff up quickly in exchange for its health, basically. And now that's just mean. Kabonking it.
Ow.
And getting rid of it.
That hurt.
Yeah, that's what order and energy does together. Order, very good at quick attacking stuff that's relentless, and energy, good at removing. Really good at removing. considering I've got a burn in my hand and the Violent Dispersal. So let's burn the Dust Runner and grab myself a useless contraption.
Yay.
Which might still be quite useless. I, at this point, just have to hope that I can turtle up and Juggernaut. So what's your take on the game so far, Sek?
I don't know, I've just watched you play it. I mean...
I can give you a rundown of the basic mechanics right here if you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool. Basically, you draw 5 cards in your hand from the start, and as you can see there, I've clicked that card and had 2 symbols come up. One of them is the energy symbol, and if I press that, then that card goes to my graveyard, and I get 1 energy resource.
See bottom left hand of the screen.
I have 7 at the moment, which is a rarity for me. I usually stick with 6. The other one was cards. You can stack it for 2 more cards if you really want to, just keep your hand nice and fresh if you're running out of cards. Now, you can only do that once a turn, and you can only do it for either resources or cards. And that's how you get your resources up to build up and play more heavy-duty spells. And the brilliant thing about this is that your graveyard, once your library runs out, your graveyard gets cycled back into your library. So if you sack a 6 resource card on the first turn, you know that at some point, if you last long enough, you will get that back in your hand.
That's cool.
The optimum deck size for scrolls at the moment, I think, is 50 cards. Because then, well, the clock library's dead. Jeez. It would have ticked down this turn as well and got me extra cards.
Probably why they killed it.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. Oh well. And they got 2 Dust Runners.
Ow.
But I've got all 3 of my automated forges.
Which will just sit and shit out gun automata for ages.
Yeah. Now, the maximum number of each type of scroll you can have in your hand is 3. There's no legendary creatures as of such, so it's not like Magic where you can only have, really, to be any use, 1 of each legendary type.
Yeah.
So you can have 3 of each type, which is pretty nice. And obviously 50 card deck is like the optimum. And in this you've got structures, creatures, enchantments, and then for some reason just generic spells. And energy does structures and removal spells quite nicely, and a lot of ranged creatures. Okay. The automated forges there, once their countdown, well, you got the basic things. You attack, you count down your toughness. Attack is how much they hit for. Your toughness is how many hits they can take, but that is persistent. So if you've got something with toughness 7, and it takes a damage of 2, it will have toughness 5 from then on, unless you heal it, or do something else freaky with it. Ooh, Iron Whip, was that really wise? Iron Whip, I think, reduces the cooldown by 1, deals 1 damage, and increases the attack by 1.
Jeez.
And there we see the Dust Runner only does 1 damage, and unfortunately, the Cannon Automaton has an armor of 1, which negates that 1 entirely. So, sorry, but no killing my Cannon Automaton right now.
Big turtle-looking motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the countdown is how many turns it takes for them to actually do something. What? Well, that's what you call, either someone experimented and wanted to see what happens when that happened, or we have a rage quit in our hands.
I choose to believe that it wasn't a rage quit, or we'd like to believe it wasn't a rage quit.
I would hope so. I really would. That was kind of sad, because that was looking to be a really good game.
It happens, though, unfortunately.
Well, we have enough money for a scroll. Let's just click out of that chat. And let's go buy a scroll. So, what's on offer today? Nothing of really any use to me.
Is there ever?
Not generally. It depends really on what deck I'm looking at doing. I mean, for my Gravelock deck, I do need more Outcasts, Raiders, and Gravehawks, and like one more Elder. But yeah, another Cannon Automatons. I already have 3 of those. So let's try another match, because 9-minute long videos are not my thing.
You like to go for longer than 9 minutes, eh?
I do indeed, yes.
Seka just got that.
And now we devolve into minutes of laughter.
For those who don't know, Seka is my little brother who is staying with us for this week.
No, I'm living on the roof. I'm a hobgoblin.
Well, if it rains, you're going to get a little bit bored.
That's why I brought the emergency banquet. Yeah,
Emergency banquet.
Yes!
A banquet, wow.
I win.
It sounds like a bad anklet. Cool.
with a view to Seka being here, we're hoping to get our first episode of our General Chat podcast up and running, which I think I have a name for. The Asylum.
No, that's
Because you
just...
need to be in one to really want to listen to it.
I think it seems appropriate though, so yeah.
I think it should be called Toilet Treasures. Oh, no, because we're going to be talking about video games mostly.
Do we talk about toilets?
No,
Dude, it's his show. You do not silence him on his show.
I'm sorry.
You boy! Right.
Yeah, so basically, with Toilet Treasures, you know how in video games, like Borderlands and stuff, there's always treasure found in the toilets?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toilet Treasures.
I quite like that.
So we're a treasure that people find in their toilet.
Yeah, fuck.
That's also known as a rather large shit.
Which, to be fair, we could also be. So.
I'm sorry, you just suggested that we had to be in an asylum to listen to this content, so...
I think that's probably better.
I'm sorry, they take shits in asylums.
Okay, guys, let us know in the comments below. The podcast will be going up Thursday evening, so you've got till then. Let us know which you'd prefer, and we will count up the votes and see.
Oh dear. This can only go well. Right, okay, starting off. So for the first few turns, it looks like Bitter Blossom and I have been exchanging blows where I've been completely cleaning his board, and he's been completely cleaning mine.
Oh dear.
Well, he's gone. We're not getting him back.
Yep, we've lost that.
Cool. So we're just waiting for Bitter Blossom to see what he's going to do next. He's a growth player, which means we're going to be seeing a lot of creatures out very quickly.
So that's a wolf right there.
Yep, the Ragged Wolf has haste. Now, a lot of these creatures have special powers. Haste lets them attack as soon as they arrive, sets the countdown to 0 instantly. Kind of the same as magic. Yeah. Relentless in this is... Actually, Relentless is the same as Trample in Magic. So if they have the power to do it, they can attack all the way through a row and annihilate it, which is what we saw in the last game.
Okay.
Literally boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, nasty stuff. And Growth is brilliant for lots of cheap, low attack power, low toughness creatures that feed off each other. So there's the Mangy Wolf, which when it enters play resets the countdown, decreases the countdown of all wolf creatures by 2. Which is enough to get that Ragged Wolf to attack again. So I'm going to burn it, because I don't like it. It also means that Charge Coil will kill the Ragged Wolf. Boom. There we go.
Nice.
That is what energy is good at. We get rid of our opponent's things, so that our creatures can come out unmolested. Of course, now my Charge Coil is dead, so I need to rethink that plan.
Yeah, just a lot.
But, what a lot of growth players absolutely despise is the addition of our good friend and saviour, the Proximity Mine. Where you place one down, and a random adjacent tile to it gets another one.
Remember, kids, no game of hide and seek is complete without a random proximity mine.
Beep. And there's another Kinsfolk guy.
Mommy, look, they're hiding in the closet. Beep, 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 beep. Look, Mommy, they're all over the ceiling.
Oh dear Lord.
Let's get rid of Burn for more resources. Because as nice as it is, its main effect is that if it kills what it burns, then you get to draw a card. It only does 3 damage though. So that Automated Forge is rather well protected now.
Fun.
Anything that wants to get near it has to go splode first.
Yep, well it's only got a toughness of 1, so anything will kill it. But when it's dealt damage in melee combat, if it's killed in melee combat, it will deal 4 damage to its attacker. Which is very nice against growth players who don't have a lot of range stuff.
Yeah.
And who generally don't have much over toughness 5. Toughness 4. Yeah, hence why growth players despise prox mines.
They're mainly melee then?
Yes, mainly. I think they're nearly all melee.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any ranged growth that I've ever seen.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Gee, range growth.
Lovely.
Yes. I never actually thought about that. I figured they might have something, but I've never seen it before. It's like energy does have some combat orientated stuff. The Copper Automaton doesn't count. It's basically a mobile prox mine.
Yeah.
But they've got like the Iron Ogre and the Solemn Giant now. They attack in combat, which is quite nice. So now it's just a case of what the hell is he going to do? Because I have a clock library down there that he can't get to yet, but if he has a mind to, he will kill it. Because
in time,
every growth player seems to be just have it out for my clockwork libraries. There we go. There's a wolf down just to kill it off, reinforcing the position quite nicely. So now I'm in a bit of trouble because my gun automaton, my automaton forge is going to take some damage unless I get rid of the Sister of the Bear. So we'll do that because she's annoying. She does 4 damage straight off, and it's only got 2 left.
there's your gun automaton.
Yep, which is quite nice.
Just popped out the automated forge.
Yup.
If I can keep an automated forge alive for long enough, I can pop out enough gun automatons to cover that.
And they've poisoned it for you.
Yep, so
Bastards.
every round it's going to take 1 damage. I hate that card, it's really annoying. You can't do anything about it either. Now the Vaetors of the Wild are really interesting because they're a 1/1 creature that increase your growth by 1 when they arrive and decrease it by 1 when they die. So kind of risky.
Every time we say the word growth, Seka's smile grows slightly and he giggles a little harder under his breath.
Oh jeez.
He is only 15, to be fair.
So what can I get rid of?
Everything.
Well, I've got a burn in my hand, which I'll use to get rid of the wolf, and get a spark to get rid of that guy. Now, if I spark him, it's using its full effectiveness, and now he's not going to kill that clock library anytime soon.
Yay.
Fun.
Now I have to work on the Vaetors of the Wild, which is going to be interesting.
So yeah, a fun thing happened this week. EA fucked up.
Again?
Oh yeah.
EA fucked up bad.
See, you would be getting Dead Space the Third as well this week.
Yeah,
Just to advertise content.
Seka and I would be
Sorry
doing
about
a bit of Dead Space 3 playthrough. Humble Bundle this week, just to give a quick shout out. Go buy it. Give all the money to charity. Don't give EA a penny because they don't deserve it, but go buy it. It's got some really good games in it.
Yep.
Notably one of which is Dead Space 3. But because Origin has had an update that basically means Origin in-game doesn't work, and therefore no multiplayer functionality works at all, we won't be bringing you any Dead Space 3 this week, unfortunately.
Unless they fix it, which they probably won't because they're EA and they're good like that.
So,
But yes.
I have 2 clock libraries now,
yay.
which means if I can get them both to go off, then I will actually end up with a lot of cards in my hand. And there's no way, unless Bitter Blossom plays down something particularly good at removal, which Growth doesn't really have, there is no way he can physically kill off my clock library. Never mind, that clock library is screwed. I did, however, kill off the Vaetor of the Wild,
Nice.
so he's only got 6 left now.
You're looking a little boned right now.
Yeah, but if I draw a Thunder Surge at the right time,
Yeah.
and Prox Mines are going down to cover my ass. Because that clock library, I don't want it to die. So put the useless contraction down first, and then we'll just basically seed the area with Prox Mines. There is nothing you can do. That clock library is well protected. It's the only well protected thing on my side of the board.
It's going off one way or another.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope I can make it go off one way or another. So what are your thoughts on the way the game looks and plays so far, Zach? This is in beta, so it's not finished. It's
Yeah.
still adding new stuff, but what do you think of it?
It looks good. I mean, it's got a nice art style. And the UI, I assume, is pretty good, considering it's not, like, super advanced, is it?
No, the UI is pretty useful.
Good.
It's fairly solid in what it does. It's quite simplistic, quite easy to use. They haven't made this overtly cluttered, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a running theme actually for Mojang visually, is that they keep all of their game UIs very, very clear, very clean.
It's a good thing to do, because it means that you don't end up with a really complex system.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing I really like about Minecraft is that it only shows what you need at the time. And a lot of stuff you actually have to craft and then use as an item to get the stats for, say.
This is very true. Now, what I tend to do with my Game of Scrolls, what I tend to try and do, is try and turtle up on 3 idols, because you can lose 2 and still be with a chance of winning the game. If you turtle up on those 3, your opponent tries to spread himself across all 5, usually, and you can just about swing it. Okay. Now, I've just seeded the area of prox mines, because why the hell not?
Using the American foreign policy approach.
Well, yeah, why not? And plus, there's a really nice card in Energy called the Metal Heart. It's 2 resources and gives target creature +1 to its attack for that turn only, for every structure you have on the field. I have 3 prox mine cards in my deck. If I got all 3 of those out, then that is instantly a +6.
Okay.
If I put that on a cannon automaton, that gives it an attack of 11. That's enough to total an idol in 1 hit. If you then give it concentrated fire, it's enough to total anything in front of it and the idol, unless there's more than one thing in front of it. It doesn't have relentless, unfortunately.
Fun.
I wonder if you could put 2 concentrates fire on it.
I don't see why not.
And it says it. I wonder what the wording is, and if the game will actually spaz out if you try it. I've never actually been in a position to try it. Never drawn 2 concentrated fires at the right time.
That's possibly deliberate. I don't know.
And my clock library went off, so yay, I have more cards finally. That only took bloody ages. Let's get rid of that fun. Yeah, more cards, because the more cards you have, it's kind of like the opposite of Magic. Whereas in Magic, you only really want instants in your hand. Because there's no instants in this, you can't cast during your opponent's turn. It's generally better to have more cards in your hand, because you've got more choice as to what you can do. You're more flexible. I say more flexible. It depends on the cost of the things in your hand, which isn't great. Now, unless I draw some heavy removals soon, I am kind of boned.
Entirely possibly.
I mean, hell, I've got 2 Thunder Surges in this deck. I think I've seen one of them go already. I can't remember. If I can get the other one out of the deck and onto the battlefield, it's a nice little card. It only does 2 damage, but it does 2 damage to every tile to every unit adjacent to the one you targeted.
Okay.
So in a cluster like that,
it can make a mess.
It can, yeah.
That's always good.
Now, oh dear, yeah, New Orders increases their move value by 1. Because you can move units in this, you can move creatures in this.
Yeah.
And you're going to move them once. So increasing their move value by 1 is pretty nifty. Being able to move them twice, you can hop them across the board quite nicely. And if you combine that with one called Dryatic Power, then it ups their attack value and reduces their move by 1. So they can still move, just 1, but they're much more powerful because of it.
Okay.
Oh dear, this looks kind of like one of those GG scenarios, because now everything's attacking me.
I'd say you might well be boned.
Not quite.
Not quite boned.
No.
Nearly, though.
I am still hanging in there, just a little bit. Oh dear. So Thunder Surge right now would be brilliant, and I have a Thunder Surge. So let's see, I'm just yeah, he's everyone forgets the Cannon Automaton has armor 1. Everybody forgets it, including me. So let's Thunder Surge these guys. And
wow.
Didn't get rid of a lot of stuff, but it got rid of some stuff. And bear in mind that Great Wolf, the white one, gets +1 attack for every other wolf on the field.
So it's, yeah, okay.
So I got rid of 2 of those, so it now only does 3 damage. The guy behind it, the brother of the wolf, when his countdown hits 0, you can choose to have him summon a ragged wolf instead. Which, because it has haste, will attack the moment it arrives.
Fun.
And that might be my Cannon Automaton dead. Yeah.
Ow.
Kinfolk Veterans have haste and do 3 damage. 5 resources, but when you get them out, they're pretty nasty. Now I have 8 resources, because that's going to be so much help. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do now? What the hell am I going to do now?
I'd say, I think, yeah. I think you're fucked.
I would agree.
You said the fuck word again.
So did you.
Well, I'm... Shush.
You're Jewish?
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh wow. this might be dead. It might be me dead.
Oh, just a bit.
And him typing well. This is lucky is not a good thing for me. Crimson Bull, another Crimson Bull.
Oh.
So that everything is attacking with +4 to its attack.
Jesus.
I haven't got enough to stop him.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, oh jeez. And he's doing 10 damage straight off. So that's 1 idol. And that guy's relentless. That's 2 idols. And there's 3 idols.
Oh.
That is me dead. That was well played.
That was a good play at the end there.
That was brilliant.
That was really impressive.
It was lucky, like you said, he was lucky, but luck is what it takes in this game.
It's a CCG. There's as much mix of luck and anything else in this.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, that's me done for today. Now we've already had one scroll already, but I might be just a little bit off another one, so we'll sell something for a new scroll. What shall we sell?
Everything.
I don't want to sell everything. I need some cards.
Oh.
And also, it won't let you sell some things. I don't know why. It's for some reason it's very selective about what it lets you do.
Just like EA.
Cool. So that's where we're going to leave you guys. That's all we have time for. Is this last scroll, which is a destroyer. So
Nice.
I'll see you next time, guys. Like, favorite, and subscribe to support the series.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.